Alrighty, hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm very sorry if you could just hear me clap. I did not mean to do that, so I guess very sorry if you heard me do that. I'm just very excited to be recording this voiceover because I get to talk about the infant update, which is coming March 14th. I didn't know anything about it. The way I worded that made it sound like I had known it was going to be I mean, we all knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. But now with a date, I can start actually planning my content again, because up to this live stream that happened today, the day I'm recording this, Tuesday, January 31st. So I don't know when the EP is going to be released or the name of it or anything. It's probably going to be something Generations related, right? But I'm very, very excited for that. And that's kind of what somewhat inspired this build. This build is kind of for a small family that's just starting to outgrow this kind of like starter-ish home. Like it's a first home kind of thing. Like maybe this couple got it when they first got together, got married, they moved in here. It had 2 bedrooms, like one upstairs and one downstairs, and they're like, great, this will be perfect to start. And now that they have a baby and a toddler, they're like oh, we're gonna have to they're just really stressing over the fact that they gotta move. But that's kind of who I built this home for. And I actually had built the whole shell, and then I realized I wasn't recording, and I apparently have been doing that a lot recently. But anyway, enough about that. The update is coming the 14th, and so I probably will be doing the 100 Baby Challenge shortly after that. So I'll be getting to plan more, which I love to do. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to hearing about the new pack, which is probably also going to inspire some new builds, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because I imagine it won't be out until after the infant update. So I imagine it won't be out until mid-March, which is, honestly, we're almost through February, and February is only 3 weeks, 4-ish. I guess it's 4 true weeks, but it's just short, right? So hopefully we should just fly right through the month of February. And then March will be here, and there'll be a new Sims pack, and all will be right in the world. But yeah, we're gonna just get on into the house now. I kind of did most of the floor planning, and now we're decorating the kitchen. I'm using the Parenthood set because I love the whole set, and I love the fridge, even though it seems a little futuristic. One thing I did in this kitchen, which is different than what I normally do, is I gave them this peninsula, right, which isn't, different, but I didn't put any bar stools at it. I just kind of treated it like a peninsula, because I didn't want to block the door, and I didn't want to have to worry about routing or anything. So that's one thing that I did they don't usually do. And another thing is I didn't, wrap the cabinets all the way around, which is something I usually do. And I didn't want to block the windows, so I ended up not. And I also kind of shoved the high chair over in the corner by the bathroom door. But, I mean, how big of a deal is that really? I occasionally use high chairs, but honestly, the high chairs are more effort than they're worth, so I usually don't use the high chairs. Speaking of high chairs and the infant update, I'm sorry, I'm probably going to ramble about the infant update a lot, just because I haven't got to talk to any of my Sims friends about it, and I haven't seen any of my Sims friends in a while, but I'll have to call them up and talk to them about it. I'm sure one of them is just almost as excited as me, probably. But anyway, I'm excited that it looks like the high chairs will be usable with infants. So it looks like a lot of the things you use with toddlers can also be used with infants. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the cribs that are going to be added, along with the kind of bath system that it looked like. If you were watching the live stream, there was this baby bath added in a bathtub, and I don't know if that's just something that's gonna form when you perform the bath, when you give an infant a bath, or if it's a special swatch or what. I'm just very excited to see everything with this new life stage. If you've been following the channel for a while, I'm sorry. I'm Alice, and I don't think I introduced myself. I'm very sorry. Most people have probably clicked off by now, because But I'm so sorry. My name is Allison, and I haven't been playing The Sims for that long, but long enough, I guess. Maybe like 3 to 4, max 5 years. I think it has been 5 years. I think it was my junior year in high school, and right now I'm considered a junior in college. So I guess it's 4 years, 4 to 5 years, I'll say. I'll put it in that time frame. But yeah, so I wasn't around when I was like, toddlers had already been out when I started, so I wasn't around for that. So I'm very excited for this whole process. But we're just kind of cluttering up the kitchen now. I'm gonna jump back and forth between actually talking about the build and talking about infants. But I also wanted to make a point to thank you guys. There have been a few of you who have been like leaving comments on my video, and that really means the world to me. It's like all the motivation, like one nice comment is literally all the motivation I need for like a week. Like it just fills my heart with joy, and it just like helps me like I just love it so much, and I just want to say thank you. They don't go unnoticed, but I just really appreciate them, and yeah. Anyway, now we're jumping outside and we're using a white picket fence because why wouldn't you use that with a stereotypical family? Actually, it wasn't until I started building the parents' bedroom upstairs that I was like, you know what, this is kind of suited for a couple with 2 moms. And I was like, you know what, I kind of like that idea because I haven't done a lesbian themed house, and I might actually go for like a full one sometimes. I guess I didn't really go for like the gay dad. I didn't like put it in the title of that gay dad tiny home, which was last 2 Sundays ago, I think. But anyway, I might put it down on my list. And if you have any ideas of something that you want to see me build, I would absolutely love to build some of your guys' ideas. I think that would be a lot of fun. So go ahead and put those in the comments if you'd like to. No pressure at all. I know when I watch YouTube videos, I don't really comment. So I don't. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I keep yawning, but it is my bedtime in an hour. So this is what I get when I'm recording this close to my bedtime. And it has been a busy day. I taught my first lesson today during a student teaching. And when I say taught my first lesson, it's not like my first lesson ever, but it was like my first, like, leading them through the notes, because I teach math. And it felt like a train wreck, but it wasn't a train wreck because I'd say 80% of them learned the material. It's just transitioned really or sucky. And so that's good. Like, that's something I can work on, but I don't like not being good at things, you know, and I hate criticism. I'm just not good at taking it. But this isn't a therapy session. I'll leave this talk for my therapist. Right now we're decorating, oh my goodness, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. We're decorating the toddler room, and I kind of imagined that this house was just honestly full of girls. I imagine, as I look back at it now, I'm like, I imagine the toddler was a girl. As I was decorating the parents' room, I imagined they were both females or associated with that gender, and then identified, I guess, not associated. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I didn't mean. I was just kind of going off on a tangent. I just imagined it was full of women identifying people. That was backwards, but we're just gonna roll with it. Because I also imagined that the baby was also of the female gender. So, I mean, it was quite the his happening. I also had this kind of weird shaped bathroom. I don't know, I don't do weird shaped bathrooms that often. Honestly, I usually just am like, oh, all I need is a 2x3, and I just leave it at that. But with the bathroom clutter kit that just came out, I've been trying to, like, work a little harder on my bathroom skills. But now it just kind of feels like I'm just using the clutter kit over and over and over again. And one thing, I know in the loft apartment, or one of them I mentioned about I think it was my last video, the neutral family home, how annoying it was to try to remember to put a light switch in every room. So in this build, I just simply did not. So there's no light switches. I'm very sorry if that offends you. There is a nightlight, though. I did put a nightlight in this bathroom because I think that's really realistic. I know growing up we had nightlights in our bathrooms, and I guess here in my apartment I don't. I have like one of those wax melter plug-in things that kind of acts as a nightlight. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna continue to yawn and ramble and ramble. What else do we got to ramble about? I'm just so intrigued by infants. I can't wait to see, and the new expansion pack. Okay, I cannot just be like ramping myself up. But now we're finally upstairs in the parents' bedroom, and honestly, I cut out a decent chunk of this, just because with the roofs, it's just the upstairs. I hate doing like roofing like this because it just makes it so much harder to deal with. But I like how it looks on the outside, so it's kind of a win-lose situation. And I mean, I know I could just like not use the space, but like there's no way I could have fit 2 bedrooms downstairs with everything else that I wanted and still actually liked the outcome. But anyway, if you're interested in downloading this house, you can look for it under my origin ID, which is alisonlogue, or you can search hashtag alpalsgames. Either one, you'll be able to find it. I will make one quick comment. There is almost nothing to do outside, but there is nothing else to do outside, I should say, other than the bench I put on the front porch, which you won't see, and the swing set, and the trash can, and the mailbox. There's nothing. I was like, I don't know what to put outside. And I was like, you know, if this is a sign that you don't know what to put outside, you probably shouldn't put anything outside. So I literally just, like, smacked. I shouldn't say smacked. I put some of the cottage living, like, a little bit taller, like, looks like it hasn't been mowed grass in the back. And I was like, these people are focused on their family and not on making sure their house looks good on the outside. Like, they have some some flower boxes, but that's probably like a nice project that one of the parents does, and it's not something that they're like pouring effort and time and money into right now. They're probably like scrounging their pennies trying to provide for their children in this economy while also trying to figure out where their baby's gonna go. But yeah, I thank you all so much for watching. Throw on a like or subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye.